A former Chinese officer just bought 140,000 acres of Texas, right next to a U.S. Air Force base. The silent invasion has begun. Over 140,000 acres of strategic Texas soil, bought by a former Chinese military officer, a scale that has the Pentagon on high alert. From here, every mission can be monitored. This is no longer just a business deal. This is the silent invasion. Meet Sun Guangxin, a billionaire from China, and the founder of the Guangwei Group, a man whose rise to power is as mysterious as his interest in American soil. Starting as a captain in the Chinese military, Sun built a business empire worth billions. But why would a former officer buy 140,000 acres, right next to a U.S. airbase? To the locals, he was just an investor. But to the Pentagon, he was a giant red flag. 130 miles of the U.S.-Mexico border are now practically his backyard. This isn't just about farming or energy. This is about location and in geopolitics. Location is the ultimate weapon. But Texas wasn't going to sit still. In 2021, the Lone Star State struck back. Governor Greg Abbott signed a landmark bill, a direct response to Sun Guangxin's massive land grab. The Lone Star Infrastructure Protection Act was passed, with a clear message: Texas soil is not for sale to those who threaten American security. This law effectively cut the power to Sun's wind farm project, blocking its connection to the Texas grid. It was a major victory for local activists and national security hawks. But as one door closed, another battle began. The alarm bells had already reached all the way to Washington, D.C., but this isn't just a Texas problem. It's a national security crisis. As the threat grew, it caught the attention of the man who redefined America's stance on China: Donald Trump. Trump has been vocal about stopping foreign adversaries from buying up our most sensitive land. To him, this isn't just real estate. It's a direct assault on American sovereignty. This is why appointments like Kevin Warsh are so critical. By placing allies in key financial positions, Trump aims to secure America's economic borders, once and for all. The strategy is clear: protect the land, secure the money, and put America first. Because without economic control, there is no national security. But how did this happen? How did a former foreign military officer secure so much sensitive land without a single alarm bell ringing at the federal level? But the people of Alverde weren't staying quiet. Led by groups like the Devil's River Conservancy, a campaign was born: Don't Blow It, Texas. They realized that 700-foot wind turbines weren't just an eyesore, they were a physical wall in the flight paths of Lafayette's elite pilots. Environmental concerns soon turned into national security alarms. The fear electronic surveillance and interference with the very grid that powers our defense. Leaders like Senator John Cornyn took the fight to D.C., demanding that the Pentagon and the Treasury treat this land grab for what it was: a threat to the heart of Texas. Sun Guangxin tried one last move to save his investment. In a murky deal, he sold the Blue Hills project to a Spanish company. Green but too many. This was just a shell game. Investigators suspect Sun still holds the financial strings through owner financing. The shell may have changed color, but the red flag remains firmly planted in the Texas soil. By 2025, Texas had seen enough. Governor Abbott signed SB 17, a total ban on hostile nations buying American land. The loophole was finally being welded shut. Today, over 30 states have followed Texas's lead. From Florida to Arkansas, a new map is being drawn. One where national security outweighs any foreign checkbook. The Texas loophole might be closing, but the game is far from over. Sun Guangxin was just one player in a much larger, global chessboard. How many more Blue Hills projects are hidden in plain sight, how much of our critical infrastructure is already owned by those who wish to see us fail. National security is no longer just about borders and boots on the ground, it's about who owns the land, the energy and the